Hey guys, welcome back to our Korean food lesson. And today we'll be teaching you guys about a famous food in Korea called tteokbokki. And before we get right into the food, I'll be teaching you guys about the different taste expressions in Korean. So whenever you want to ask someone how's the taste in Korean, you would say 맛이 어때요? 맛이 어때요? How's it taste? So first we have here 맛이 맵다, 맛이 맵다, which means it tastes spicy. For example, you can see here a boy. He seems to be eating a chili pepper, and we know chili peppers are spicy, right? So in Korean, when you want to say something is spicy, something tastes spicy, you would say 맛이 맵다. And by the way, keep in mind that 맛 in Korean is taste and 맵다 is the spicy, the one you're expressing. Next we have 맛이 달다, 맛이 달다, which means it tastes sweet. Here in this picture we have a girl, she's holding a candy bar, something. And we know candies are sweet, right? They taste sweet. So in Korean, when you want to say something tastes sweet, you would say 맛이 달다. 맛이 달다. 달다 is sweet. Next, we have 쫄깃하다. And by the way, keep in mind, this is not a taste expression. It's more of a texture. But I decided to teach you guys this one too, because usually whenever someone, asks you about the food, you could say both the taste and the texture of the food. So yeah, I just decided to teach you guys about the textures as well. So 쫄깃하다, which means it's chewy. 쫄깃하다. And for example, here in this picture, you can imagine a chewing gum, and it's very chewy, right? The texture of a gum. So in Korea, if you want to say something is chewy, you would say 쫄깃하다. There's a bit of accent at the start. 쫄깃하다. And next we have 아삭아삭하다. This one's pretty long. It might be hard for you guys to pronounce at first. 아삭아삭하다, which means it's crunchy. And this as well is a texture, not a taste. And here in this picture, you can see someone trying to eat an apple. And, apples are crunchy. So in Korean, when you want to say something is crunchy, you would say it's 아삭아삭하다, which means it's crunchy. Finally, we're gonna do a bit of a quiz, I would say. So first of all, in this first picture, you can see a chili pepper, and it's spicy, right? So in Korean, chili pepper is gochu. So if you want to say chili peppers are spicy, in Korean you would say 고추가 맵다. 고추가 맵다. Remember, it's this one, 맛이 맵다. 고추가 맵다, which would mean chili peppers are spicy. Next we have 사탕, which is this one, candy in English. So candies are sweet. So in Korean, if you want to say candies are sweet, you would say 사탕, which is candies, and you would say in Korean 사탕이 달다. This one, 달다, sweet. So you would say 사탕이 달다. Next we have gum, which is this one over here, and it sounds similar to English gum, which is gum, as in like chewing gum. So Yeah, by the way, this is the texture part, not the taste. So if you want to express chewing gums as chewy, in Korean, if you remember, it's 쫄깃하다. This one, 쫄깃하다. So you would say gummy 쫄깃하다. Gummy 쫄깃하다, which means like chewing gums are chewy. And last we have 사과, which is this one, an apple. 사과, apple. This one's a texture as well. So if you want to say apples are crunchy in Korean, if you remember, you would say 아삭아삭하다, the long one. This one, 아삭아삭하다. So if you want to say apples are crunchy, in Korean you would say 사과가 아삭아삭하다. 사과가 아삭아삭하다. So here are the answers. 고추가 맵다, this one. Chili peppers are spicy. 사탕이 달다. Candies are sweet, this one. 껌이 쫄깃하다, which is chewing gums are chewy. And 사과가 아삭아삭하다, which is apples are crunchy. Okay, so that was it for today. And now Ji-young will explain you guys about the ingredients and recipe of tteokbokki.
So moving on, we're going to learn about tteokbokki so that we can have a better concept of when and how to use the expressions you've just learned. So what is tteokbokki? The word tteokbokki can be broken down into tok and bokki, which means rice cake and fried. So together they would mean stir-fried rice cakes. Tteokbokki is a popular Korean snack made by stir-frying rice cakes, which are called tok in Korean. There are many kinds of tteokbokki that are all made in similar ways, just by using different sauces. But today we're going to make use of a spicy sauce and make a spicy tteokbokki. So what goes into tteokbokki? What makes a tteokbokki? The most important would be tteokbokki tteok, obviously, rice cake. 350 grams of rice cakes and 2 fish cakes and a stalk of spring onion would be the main ingredients. But the last two are unnecessary, so don't worry even if you don't have them. And for the sauce, you're going to need 간장 한 숟갈, a tablespoon of soy sauce, 옥수수 전분 물엿 또는 꿀 3숟갈, 3 tablespoons of corn syrup or honey, 고춧가루 2숟갈, 2 tablespoons of powdered chili, 설탕 2숟갈, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 고추장 3숟갈, 3 tablespoons of gochujang. With this, you would make tteokbokki, and the process goes like this. So you would start off by soaking rice cakes in water and cutting 2 fish cakes and slicing a spring onion. Then you would add 500 milliliters of water and all the ingredients needed for the sauce to the pan and mix them well. After that, add the rice cakes and fish cakes when it starts to boil. Stir well at medium heat so that the cakes don't stick to the bottom of the pot. Finally, add spring onions when the soup boils down, and you're going to be done. And that's it. Thank you.
So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye.